Don't do this if you want to be successful. Hey guys, welcome back to Stacking Stocks, and thanks for joining us today. We're super excited to bring you fresh and informative content yet again. Well, let's get down to business. What will we discuss today? Do you want to become a successful trader? Do not trade the news. Ignore the news. Why are we saying so? In today's session, we will discuss why it's not safe to trade the news. We'll also discuss the steps to follow if you really want to trade the news. Why is trading the news a mistake? Most traders, especially Forex traders, have always been curious to learn how to trade the news. As they strive to do so, they make the mistake of trusting what financial analysts and journalists say on the internet or television. Why is this a disastrous error? Do you know that television and news outlets aren't obligated to make you money? Their pure motivation is increasing viewership. They're not compelled to be factual or truthful. What are we trying to say? The news and television outlets need the views to sell ads. Fewer views mean that they won't be able to pay their employees. And what do you think is the eventual effect of not being able to pay their staff? The outlets will surely go out of business. In simpler terms, these outlets will do anything to increase their viewership by any means. They have very little incentive to make wholesome content. Do you understand why it's catastrophic to trade the news? News and television outlets don't owe traders the courtesy of doing exemplary research before sharing or streaming their financial news. To them, it's more like financial entertainment as opposed to news. The main goal is to attract viewers. What, above all else, attracts viewership more than controversy does? Don't we all love controversy? It's literally a natural human trait. It's like human beings are inherently attracted to chaos. Traders are more attracted to controversy compared to your average person, especially those who invest in cryptocurrency. What do you think is our rationale behind this claim? Is it because a trader is a risk taker? Is it because they are ready to face danger without fear? Accepting danger and being attracted to risks means that traders find chaos and mystery interesting. Such inherent human traits make us perfect targets for ambiguous, unhelpful, emotion-triggering financial news pieces meant to make us feel anger, euphoria, confirmation bias, or a deadly combination of all three. News outlets sell what appeals to you. They don't care about enlightening you about the markets. Their pieces don't have your interests in mind. So why should you trust them? Financial news has a single-minded goal of stimulating engagement by reporting things that will make traders react in a particular way. Whichever way traders choose to react doesn't matter to the news outlets. What matters is that they get their ad revenue. After all this, would you still want to trade the news? If you're in it for entertainment, then it's totally fine. Just don't let it influence your trading decisions directly. If you choose to participate in it, you should exercise self-control. On the other hand, if you think you're not disciplined enough or lack a strict trading methodology, you'll be inclined to depend on professional analysts. Depending on such experts is not something you should do. Financial journalism lacks the accurate representation of market experts. Don't you think they would be trading on their information if they were that good at analyzing the market? Instead, the market experts choose safe and secure jobs of giving financial advice without being in the game they advertise. Technically, financial journalists are like commentators in this game. They're great at keeping track of what's going on in the market, but they won't help you become a successful trader. If you're a beginner trader, we understand that you need guidance from a respected external authority to inspire you. Well, if you're lucky, you'll get a professional trading educator. If you're unlucky, the authority will come from society's built-in habitual dependency on traditional media sources. We've established that news outlets aren't exactly the best authorities to guide your financial decisions and inspire your trading ideas. However, the news serves a critical purpose in our daily lives. How do you keep up with what's going on in the outside world? News keeps us in the loop to help us orient ourselves to the outside world. As much as financial news can be catastrophic, it is not entirely useless to traders. It's all about speculation, but there's some form of subjectivity. It can be reliable. The market experts might be right, but what if they're wrong? How then should you go about your trading decision? What should you rely on? We're not saying that you should trash everything predicted by the financial analysts. You should have a backup plan for when things don't work out as speculated by the experts. If you don't have a plan to fall back on, things could get messy when you realize the experts got it wrong. You should note that market experts are more often wrong than not. Do you have a trading plan you can depend on? If you do, then you essentially don't have to listen to what financial experts have to say. Focus on executing your plan. The experts will only confuse and hold you back. In essence, why should you pay attention to the experts when you have already crafted your own plan? We know that traders are risk takers. Why not give your plan a try? Let's say you've educated yourself about the markets you trade and how to read price action effectively. What makes you think you don't have about as good a chance of being correct as the experts do? Maybe all trades need to do is have faith in their own analysis of the markets. Do you know that most traders who solely rely on financial experts and journalists to make their trading decisions end up struggling to make money in the markets? For example, when Bitcoin first hit the headlines, financial experts crowded the scene with their bullish predictions. Their price predictions were above the moon. What do you think's happened to crypto traders solely relying on speculations by analysts? Keep in mind that after Bitcoin hit its all-time high, it also dropped to serious low figures and is just now at the brink of recovering. The reality is that even the most educated analysts in the media, especially technical analysts, have about as good a chance of being right in their calls as you do, and even less of a chance of being able to execute on it profitably, or else they would be traders as well. So why not just take total responsibility for your own decisions as a trader? Why should you rely on inefficient intermediaries? Relying on your own decision helps you develop consistency and a process to depend on and improve over time to suit your own personality, market perceptions, and risk tolerance. It's a grave mistake to blindly trust other people to tell you what you should do with your money. What makes you think that they have an incentive to prioritize your interests over theirs? The bottom line is that you should educate yourself well enough to make your own decisions or face the inevitable negative consequences of following comments by financial experts. You know what you ought to do. The side note to today's topic is have a strategy around the great opportunities to trade offered by some news events. It's also essential to differentiate between trading news-based catalysts from trading based on tips from journalists and analysts. If you're a trader who enjoys trading news catalysts, then that's fine, so long as you develop a consistent methodology around it with a proven edge. However, if you are a Forex trader, you might find it extremely difficult to trade news catalysts profitably due to various factors. But if you're a stock trader, then news catalysts might be exactly the thing you need to express your edge. In a nutshell, what we're saying is that you don't have to rely on financial news outlets if you don't want to. Furthermore, you don't need to depend on market experts for your trading decisions. Our parting shot is make your own trading decisions. Many thanks for tuning in to Stacking Stocks today. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. See you next time.